Let's move to the great state of Arkansas, the natural state, the diamond state. Arkansas is playing Texas, and Sam,
Yes.
I'm not going to say the phrase that everybody likes to say about Texas.
What?
But Texas
are they
is
back?
here? No. But they're
Sorry,
but
I had to go there. I had to go there.
They might be on their way. Okay, I think they're coming. They'll be here in about an hour or two.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
I think this Texas team's pretty good, man.
Yeah,
And it's not the normal Texas. Okay, it's not the normal. We score a lot. We play Big 12 football. They play pretty good defense. I liked that their offense came from their run game. I like that they ran the football. Let me get to my notes real quick. I'm gonna butcher this name. Bijan Robinson.
Bijan Robinson. Yeah.
I'm just gonna say it real fast, so it doesn't matter. 103 yards and a touchdown. I thought that number was small because I watched him play. Mm-hmm. And this is not a situation where he touched the ball 40 times and, whatever. He got 100 yards. This is a situation where there were multiple times where he was breaking runs for 15, 20 yards. When he gets into open space, this kid is really hard to tackle. He picks his – it's very strange because you watch running backs – I don't know, watch 30 football games Saturday, okay? And you watch all these guys do it. When he picks his feet up and puts them down and picks another foot up, it just looks different.
Yeah.
Nobody's leg tackling him. You're grabbing him and dragging him, or he's dragging you before he falls. This kid runs hard, strong, but he's able to run with speed. Usually those super fast guys get tripped up easily. I didn't see that. I think Louisiana Lafayette is a good football team, a disciplined defensive football team. They really struggled to stop him. I was very impressed by him and what he did. I think Hudson Card looked really good. 224 yards, 14 completions, a couple of touchdowns. He's probably the right guy after watching for one game against what I think is a good defense.
Yeah, no, I thought Hudson Card looked great. Coming in as a freshman, completing 2/3 of your passes, that is solid against a good defense in Louisiana. One thing that I really liked out of the Texas defense was the way they were controlling the third downs. Louisiana was only 4 of 13 on third down, so Texas was getting off the field. That's massive.
Huge.
On the flip side, we can't forget that Arkansas is in this game, although maybe we probably should forget that Arkansas is in this game. They struggled against Rice. They had to score 31 unanswered to win that game. They were down late, and they figured it out and turned it on and came back to win what looked fairly comfortably at the end of the day, but did not impress me whatsoever, struggling with a Rice team that they should have dominated.
And I think this offense is going to struggle against this Texas defense. I think Texas has got some defense here. Now, I might be wrong about that. You got a Kendall Browse offense, so it's very going to be run the ball, go fast, up-tempo, what it typically is. KJ Jefferson, we'll see how he does against a real team. I wonder how much of this was them playing vanilla because they were playing a Rice, and then, oh shit, we're down. Now we got to score. Now we got to break open our bag of tricks. And when they did it. They did it well. I don't know why it took 2.5 quarters to do that. Maybe they were trying to hold some things back. Smith ran for 200 yards, 102 yards, touchdown.
22 carries for 102 and the touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think Arkansas was bad offensively.
Well, let me just throw this at you. I mentioned third down conversions on Texas's defense. Arkansas was 3 of 11 on third downs on their offense. So they're not converting third downs. If Texas is not letting teams convert third downs, Arkansas is going to be getting off the field quickly. And I think
my issue with that is I need to watch that game.
Sure.
Because I believe I'm the guy that yells at all the stats guys. So we're giving a lot of stats because people like stats, and I think they're important now that we have some data to go on. My problem is this. I firmly believe this, and nobody will ever convince me that all numbers lie. Okay? All of them. You can make them say anything you want. I need to watch the game and tell you how they got to that. Because if when they struggled for 2.5 quarters to move the football, they had all those 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and outs, or not getting the first down on third down. Let's say that. Okay. And then when they went on this run to score 31 points in a quarter and a half,
Yeah.
they didn't. Well, the reason their third down numbers don't look any better is because they never got to third down. They just keep getting first down after first down after first down and scoring. And that is why there are some of those numbers that I always find very, very, very tricky. Some people will look at fourth down stats and they will say, oh, this team is the best team in the country on fourth down. And I look at another team that has 0 fourth down stats. And I say, well, are they? Or is this team that never runs on fourth down?
Yeah, I think fourth down stats are definitely trickier than third down stats. Every team gets to third down. Not everyone goes for it on fourth down. So
you're right. But in a game where you did nothing for 2.5 quarters
Right.
and then a lot for 1 quarter, I need to know when that happened.
Sure.
I need to know that on third down you're not getting off the field when it matters, because when they obviously flipped a switch and turned something on, it went berserk and they weren't able to be stopped.
I have to wonder, and we've talked about this already today, how many coaches are getting in their own heads, right? Trying to hold it back, trying to prepare for the future.
Oh, yeah.
And shouldn't you just go out? I mean, you play 12 games a year, right? You have the idea is to win every single one of them. You should be able to, if it was me, you go out, you play as hard as you can, as long as you can, every single game, every single play. You don't hold stuff back, because I think these coaches are getting in their heads thinking, oh,
Yep.
They start playing chess games and start getting all galaxy brain. But get it on the field, go out there, and okay, so you're putting stuff on tape. If you're that confident in your team, who cares what you're putting on tape, right?
But I think you're talking about Arkansas playing Texas, and let's say Oregon playing Ohio State, let's say Iowa State playing Iowa. That they are worried about what's on tape. They are, but they're not confident in their teams because of the opponent that they're playing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Ohio State held anything back because they're not worried. Right? They're not afraid. I do think those other teams are afraid. Okay. And there's a world where Iowa held a whole lot back. And there's a world where Indiana just didn't let them score.
But I think we're living in that world, honestly.
Let's move on. Let's move on. This game I was super excited
before
about.
we move on, what's your pick? What do you think?
Yeah. I'm sorry. We didn't go through that. The side is Texas minus 6.5, and the total is 57. I mean, if you made me pick an SEC team at home, I'm gonna tell you this: Fayetteville's gonna matter. I said it last week. Blacksburg was gonna matter. Okay, and I'll be damned if Blacksburg didn't matter.
Yeah.
Right. Fayetteville's going to matter. Okay. Those Hog fans are going to show up, and this game is going to be different than that Louisiana game. It's going to be different. I think I'd take Arkansas. I wouldn't like it. Not one bit. You make me buy a ticket for it. I'll get the smallest ticket I can, and I'm taking Arkansas. I'm taking an SEC team catching almost a touchdown. And I know that SEC doesn't always mean anything. Arkansas hasn't been really good in a long time. I do think this team is more improving. And I wonder at some point in time, is Louisiana just not as good? While I like Billy Napier, I'm going to tell you this: Barry Odom as a defensive coach, far better than anybody on Louisiana's football team.
Sure.
Okay? And Kendall Browse as an offensive coach, far better than anybody on Louisiana's offensive side.
Yeah.
So I just think we're going to see a different Arkansas team here. You're going to get this thing at night in Fayetteville, and that's going to matter. Total wise, I'd go under. I'd go under 50, almost 60 points. I don't think we're scoring that.
I'm going Texas on this.
It's probably a smart play.
Yeah, I mean, I just think they're a better team than Arkansas, and yeah, it's a touchdown on the road, but I think Texas is better. Are they back? Yeah. We don't know, but I like the direction that they're going after one game under Sark.
I think Texas is better. I agree with you on that. I agree. If I wasn't catching almost a touchdown, this answer. If you tell me who's going to win the game, I think I'd pick Texas. So neither here nor there. Let's